So I'm gonna do a 7x7 walkthrough solve, just to teach some of you guys who don't know how to solve a big cube, like how to do it properly. So, um, like the basic idea for 7x7 is you want to solve the centers first. So you want to, for example, make all this center orange because you can look at the centerpiece, it's orange. So you want to make the whole 5x5 centers inside. You want to make all of the blocks orange. So in order to do that, you make 5 bars. So the first bar is the middle bar, and then you make those 2 bars. Then you make those 2 bars. You better make the. It's better to make the middle bar first, but the order of the other bars don't really matter. So here, I see those 2 orange blocks. This one and this one, and right here. Okay, I see. Right here, I see 2 orange blocks here. So see this one, this one. I can bring the 4 blocks together just by doing this, so that I have a line right here. So I have a line missing one middle block. So I'm gonna find the middle block, one block that fits there. So you see, like this part is missing, this block, and one block that's missing that can be placed here is this one. So you can just do that, and then it's put together. So the second line, what I would do, so you see the 3 blocks here, and the other 2 blocks is right there. So you can turn that twice, line them up. So this 3 blocks is here, and this is here, and then you bring them together. Then you make another line, and these stuff are pretty intuitive. You can just try to practice and work those out. So see this one here, this line I could just bring it to up there. So we have 2 lines. So the next one I would do I would do this one. So you see there are 2 blocks already made for the outer line, and there's another block here. So what I can do is that I can bring this away, turn it here, and bring it back. Yep. Wow. Okay. So what I would do is, like, see this block and this line, I would put them together like that. And see this case, what I would do is I would bring the orange block away, bring the line back, and then put them together, and then bring it up. So that's 3 lines. This one, so you see this one, 2 block, and there's a block that can be potentially placed there. So what I would do is bring it here, bring it down, back, put the 3 blocks together, and the fourth one. So you see those 3, and the other positioning block is here. So I can just bring them up. And the last one, I would put this one. See, I put this one up and bring it down. So we have 4 lines. And then we'll put this 3 together, and this block, and the last bit is here. So I'll bring them together. See this line? Then one center solved. So pretty much the same for the second center. There's a bit to notice. So here's the advanced method. We notice that there is a block missing for the second bar. So the second bar should be here, and then there's another block that's here. We place them. See, we place them opposite to each other. And then I bring it down, and then go to this direction. I put this thing up, turn this twice, then bring it down. So then I could just turn it twice and bring that up. So now we have 2 lines. And next thing I would just do the third line, which is here, which is pretty similar way. Okay, so here's the thing. See, in order to bring this line up there, you can't bring them like opposite to each other, because if you do that, no matter which direction you turn, when you bring it down, it's not going to be up, because we want to preserve the orange center. So instead what we do is we put them against each other like this, and then I can bring this one up, turn it twice away, and put the orange down and the red down together. Next one, so see this case, usually what we do in 7x7 is I would try to put this middle block to here. So how I would do this is I would turn that away and turn it once and then bring it down. So it's like that. And the last tip is here. So like that. Bring it up. So another thing I would say, you can take a look at this one. This middle block, I want to put it here. So what I do is bring it up, turn this layer twice, and then bring it down. And the same thing for this one. This block tip, I want to put it there. So bring it down, turn it once, because the block is basically in this position, and then I'll bring it back. So yeah, then put it up. So this one I see white is pretty good, so I'll just do the middle. I'll just do it quickly because it's basically the same idea for other centers. I mean, the third center is pretty easy, there's nothing much to it. The only thing we need to notice is like the last two centers. So just gonna finish this real quick. Ooh. Alright. The last two centers, it's a bit difficult. So what we want to do first is we want to make the middle bar. Okay, so I choose the green center because there's already 4 blocks made. So I want to put this green block there. So what I would do is I bring this down. Notice, like when you bring it down, the centers are still made of completely green and yellow, so that you don't turn other already made center and you don't break them apart. And then you basically rotate this layer, and then I will bring this green block up. And then what I would do is, you see a T here, like a T shape, this line and this line. So the way we can solve the T shape is just by using one middle block that compensates the T, like this block. So what we do is we put it up there, and then we turn it once, and then the other line is made. So how I would do the next one is I just simply do, see there are 4 already made, and the other one is here. So I'll just bring it up, turn it away, bring it up. So that's the third line, and in order to put this third line, I'll bring them together, turn this layer twice so I don't break anything, and then bring it up. Okay, so here's the interesting part. You see the 4 already made here. So the order of bar should be middle, this one, and then this one, this one. It's really important for the last 2 center. It doesn't matter for the other 2 centers, but it's really important for the last 2 center. So you see the 4 blocks already made here, and the other block is here. We put them opposite to each other. So this one's here, this one's there, and we bring it up so that they're against each other, and then we turn it one time, whichever way it's facing. Then we bring the very middle layer up, turn this twice so that when we bring it down, the middle block ends up in here, and then we just bring it down with the white center. So now we have 4 lines made. So how would I solve this? Okay, so we want to put, there are 2 made here. We want to put this block there. So what we do is, see the green, see the 4 green already made. We don't want to break those apart. So the only layer we can move is this one. So I would use this one to put the green corner piece up, and then I would turn this layer, and then I would do this again, bring it up, turn the layer and do it. And then the middle block is right here, opposite to the 3 stuff already made. So I would do very middle layer up, U twice, very middle layer down, like that. And then I just insert those 4 blocks. And then there's a commutator. So what I mean a commutator is just there's just 1 block left. So how I would do this is so up and turn once, bring up so it has a T shape, and then bring down. So that's a commutator. So the next part we're gonna do is the edges. So the way we do edges is what we want to basically bring the 5 edge pieces together. So what I would do is like I would keep slicing in 4 centers and then bring them back. So what I mean by slicing is an example would be this. So like we can slice on those 4 centers, and then after we complete all the blocks, all the edges, we're gonna bring them back eventually. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't break up the line, so it's pretty good. Like we're not gonna mess up anything. We just bring them back eventually, and we don't mess up the top and bottom center. So in this case, see, we already have I'm noticing on white blue we already have 4 blocks made. So but the middle one, it's in the opposite direction, so it's flipped. So how we would deal with flips is we bring them away. Okay, then we do an algorithm called R U R prime F R prime F prime R. Then it's flipped back. Then we can bring them together like this. So the next one is here. So notice, let's see, when you see the 4 blocks is here. So when it's white here and it's blue, so when they're opposite color, you insert this edge by doing front R prime F prime R, and then like it's right here. But if they're the same color, you just insert it directly like RU prime R. So there are 2 different ways of insertion. And I'm looking for, so like this edge is made right now, I'm looking for things to replace, nothing on the bottom. So I'm taking my eyes on this one. You already have 2 yellow and green. So I'm thinking about finding some yellow and green to replace this. And I found one here. So I would just do a basic insert and bring the 3 together. And then what would I do the next one? So the next one is here. C is flipped. So this one is yellow and those 3 are green. So I would do an F, R prime, F prime, R and bring them together. And the last edge is here. And see like the open slot is here. So it's also flipped. So the way we solve flip is R U R prime F prime F R prime F prime R, and we bring them together. Now I'm keeping my eyes on the, see, now this edge is completed, and now I'm keeping my eyes on this one because you already have 2 yellow and red. We can also notice there's also 1 yellow and red here, so we have 3 of them. So what I would do is just a basic insert because I see 1 yellow and red here. So I would bring those 4 together and trying to look for the last piece. See, last piece is right here. And since the colors are flipped, it's yellow here and it's red here, we do F R prime F prime R, and we basically solve this edge. And now keeping my eyes on the yellow and orange, because you see there's 2 yellow and orange here, and there's another one here, so there are already 3 down there. So what I would do, so this is kind of called canceling. So the reason I put it like this, because you see, like I already know the top one is going to be flipped. So when I insert this orange and yellow piece, I would deliberately flip them so it binds well with the 3, and I would just do an edge flip case to bring the orange yellow back. And then the last piece is here, so I would just insert it normally. And now I'm keeping my eyes on, I'm actually keeping my eyes just on the green and orange, because it already have 5 block already there. So I would just like, see, it's just flipped. The 2 blocks are just flipped. So I would just do a flip algorithm. And now I want to solve the white and orange. So I go find a white and orange, and then this slot is flipped, so I would flip it, bring them back. I'm trying to solve white and green. Yep, white and green solved. Just getting really easy. So see the red and blue. I would try to bring red and blue piece here. Solve it. Alright, so that's 8 edges solved. And so after 8 edges are solved, like the top 4 and bottom 4, it's 8 in total, and there are 12 edges in a cube. So after that, what I would do is I would just bring the center back to its original position, like a good center. And the way I do last 4 edges, so there are some interesting algorithms. So you see the blue orange and the blue orange here, and they are the same color. Okay, it's orange here, orange here. The thing I would do is just like M, middle layer, U twice, and back. So then those 3 are brought together. And so here's the thing. What I want to try to do right now is I'll try. So there's 3 here, and there's 2 here. I put them against each other. So like here, put them against each other, because I don't want to break the center. The thing I do is, we see there are 2 moves apart, 2 U moves apart. So what I would do is I first put 2 U moves this way. Okay, then I would flip this edge so that the blue orange is right up there, and then we'll bring them back. So I cancel like the center movements, and then I flip it and then put it back. So the center is not messed up, but the edge is solved. So the next one, I will I keep my eyes on this one. So see this case, green and red. This one's flipped, and the other flipped good one is here. So I would just put it down, put this good block down, do an edge flip case, and then bring it back. So that's 4 of them solved. And the last one is here. So there's 4 good, and the last one is here. So I just put the center to the right for once, because eventually I'm gonna flip this and put it to the left. So I want to do a right move to cancel the center movement. So I do the flip case, then I put it back. So there's 2 edges made. The thing I want to do the last 2 is just, I know it's a double parity, so what I would do is I would use this red piece to cancel out this piece. Basically do the same thing I just did, and I use this white piece to cancel out this flipped piece. Bring them together, flip, and back. And now there's a final algorithm. So all those edges are solved, but the center is flipped. So I would do this. It's a really long algorithm. So R 3 layers, 2, back twice, U twice, L 3 layers, U twice, R prime, U twice, R 3 layers, U twice, F twice, R 3 layers, F twice, L prime, 3 layers, back twice, R 3 layers, twice. So that's a really long algorithm, but you kind of have to memorize it to solve big cubes. So then I just continue to do this 3x3. 3x3 section is pretty cool. So I just make a cross directly. So a cross is like this, white cross, and with all the like colors in each face. Good. Then I'll just do F2L. So first pair is this one. I'll do this. So like the first F2L is inserted here, which is my second piece. I'll just do my second piece here. So the second piece is this one. Wow. The third piece is this one. And the last piece. So I have 2 layers solved. Then anti-stood easy OL case. So the yellow is solved. I hate EPRMs. You kind of have to do that. So yeah. Hope you liked the video. And bye.